Hello, Yankees Nation, and welcome back to your go-to channel, New York Yankees News Network, the place where true Bombers fans gather for the most up-to-date, no-nonsense updates on our beloved Bronx Bombers. Today's video is absolutely jam-packed with big-time headlines and breaking updates that just came in over the last few hours. Whether it's roster adjustments, player injuries, or trade buzz heating up, you're going to want to stay locked in till the end. So if you bleed pinstripes like we do, smash that like button, and if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss a single Yankees update. All right, Yankees faithful, let's jump into the first major update of the day. Update 1. Yankees pursue Mitch Keller in high-stakes pitching market shake. Up. There's a firestorm building in the Bronx, and it's all about one name, Mitch Keller. Yes, the New York Yankees are seriously eyeing the Pittsburgh Pirates' 29-year-old right-hander, and for good reason. The Yankees' pitching situation this season has been one long, painful saga. With Garrett Cole recovering from Tommy John surgery, Clark Schmidt also undergoing the same procedure recently, and Louis Gill still sidelined with a lat strain, it's clear our starting rotation needs urgent reinforcements. Right now, our active rotation features Carlos Rodon, Marcus Stroman, Max Fried, who's battling a nagging blister, and rookie Will Warren. Promising, yes, but one look at the injured list, including names like Ryan Yarbrough and Jake Cousins, reminds us how fragile this depth can be. Enter Mitch Keller. Keller isn't just any arm. He's logged 20 starts this season with a 3.48 earned run average and has been dominant in recent weeks, pitching into the 6th inning or later in 13 straight starts, tallying a 3.04 ERA in that span. That's 80 innings of reliability. For a rotation that's constantly under fire, that's gold. Even more impressive, Keller is under team control through 2028, signed to a 5-year, $77 million deal. For the Yankees, yes, even with luxury tax implications, this is a calculated investment. A potential mid-rotation rock that could bridge us to a future rotation of Cole, Rodon, Keller, Fried, and Gill by mid-next year. Just imagine that rotation, a 5-headed dragon of dominance. But there's a catch, money. The Yankees would owe about $60 million over the next 3+ seasons if Keller is acquired. And given our current luxury tax tier, we'd be taxed at 110% on his average annual value of $17.8 million. That's nearly double the cost, but for general manager Brian Cashman, pitching is the absolute priority. He said so himself. Now, what would the Pirates want in return? Most likely, major league ready position players. They're rich in pitching prospects, but thin on bats. The Yankees have some flexibility here, particularly with infield depth, and could create a package that makes sense for both sides. With Stroman approaching free agency, and young arms like Schlittler and Warren still unproven, this isn't just about this year. It's about building a fortified fortress for 2026 and beyond. So the big question, will the Yankees pull the trigger and bring Mitch Keller to the Bronx? If they do, it could be the difference between an early playoff exit or a championship run. And that wraps up Update 1. What do you think, Yankees Nation? Should we go all in on Keller? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Update 2. Bullpen gamble backfires as Yankees stumble in Atlanta slugfest. Yankees Nation, let's talk about what happened last night in Atlanta, and yeah, it wasn't pretty. The second half of the season kicked off with what was supposed to be a fresh reset, but instead, it turned into a midsummer nightmare in the opener against the Atlanta Braves, where the Yankees dropped a 7-3 game, and honestly, it wasn't even that close. Let's be real. The moment it was announced as a bullpen game, alarms went off. With Cam Schlittler sidelined due to arm soreness and Max Fried still out due to that lingering blister issue, manager Aaron Boone decided to gamble, giving the ball to Ian Hamilton to start things off. Spoiler alert, The strategy blew up immediately. Hamilton couldn't even make it through 2 innings. The Braves were on him like sharks to blood, with Matt Olson and Ronald Acuna Jr. delivering punishing doubles, followed by a sacrifice fly from Ozzie Albies. Boom, 3-0 in the blink of an eye. And let's not forget, this was all before the Yankees even had a chance to settle in. Now here's where it hurts more. The Yankees had a golden opportunity in the 3rd. With Trent Grisham and Jorbit Vivas working 2 consecutive walks, Cody Bellinger stepped in with a chance to change the tone. He got under the pitch, just missed it, and then came a moment that showed why some players sit on the roster bubble. Vivas made a base running error you cannot afford to make in Major League Baseball, especially not against Ronald Acuna Jr., who unleashed an absolute missile of a throw to get him out at 3rd. That mistake? It killed the momentum. Dead. Fast forward, in came Rico Garcia, the recent Mets cast-off that the Yankees just picked up. The hope was that he could soak up innings. Instead, he became a cautionary tale. The Braves tacked on 4 more runs and showed exactly why this Yankees bullpen has been under fire all season. But hey, let's give some credit where it's due. Ben Rice showed fight in the 7th, legging out what should have been a single into a double thanks to Acuna's poor read. Austin Wells followed up with a sharp single. Then entered Giancarlo Stanton off the bench. Now, get this for the 2nd straight pinch hit appearance, Stanton made noise. He smashed a hit that turned into a rally, and Cody Bellinger followed with another RBI single. For a moment, it looked like the Yankees might claw back. But as we've seen before, too little, too late. Aaron Judge struck out with the tying run still in the on-deck circle, and the Yankees never threatened again. One more hit came later in the game, a double off Ben Rice's bat, but by then, the damage was done. JT Brubaker, however, was a bright spot. He came in and threw 3 innings, striking out 4 and sparing the rest of the bullpen. That's huge in a series opener. He won't be available for a few days now, but he did his job. Garcia? Probably headed for the designated for assignment list after that disaster. So what now? All eyes are on Will Warren to stop the bleeding. He's coming off 2 solid pre-All-Star break outings, and with Max Fried and Cam Schlittler both dealing with health setbacks, it's on this rookie to steady the ship. Yankees fans, this wasn't just a loss. This was a loud wake-up call. The bullpen depth is cracking, the rotation is stretched to its limits, and the margin for error is razor thin. Can Will Warren right the ship tonight? Or are we headed for another bruising weekend? Let me know in the comments below how you feel about Boone's decision to go with a bullpen opener smart strategy or managerial misfire. Update 3. Yankees rotation shuffled again as Max Fried's blister woes linger. Yankees fans, it's time we have a real conversation about Max Fried. The Yankees' $218 million man was supposed to be the tone setter for the second half of the season, the all-star ace we locked down in the offseason, ready to dominate in pinstripes. But once again, just when we needed him most, a blister on his pitching hand has forced him to the sidelines. Here's the breakdown. Fried was originally scheduled to start against his former club, the Atlanta Braves, a must-watch matchup if there ever was one. Fans were hyped, the media was buzzing, and the Bronx Bombers were banking on him to bounce back after a frustrating first half. But instead, Fried was pulled from the start due to a blister on his left index finger, the exact finger that guides his fastball and curveball command. To make matters more frustrating, he hasn't thrown a bullpen session yet. According to Fried, he's been tossing in the outfield and says progress has been solid, but he's still not ready to commit to a return date. The goal now? A possible start in the Toronto series, but even that's still listed as hopeful. This latest setback forced manager Aaron Boone into a corner. With rookie Cam Schlittler also dealing with upper right arm soreness though, thankfully his MRI came back clean. Boone was left with no choice but to roll the dice on a bullpen game to open the second half. It backfired, and hard. We've already talked about the bullpen's collapse in the previous update, but it's important to understand the root cause. 2/5 of the Yankees rotation is injured or unavailable, and that forces everyone from the bullpen to the lineup to adjust on the fly. Boone did confirm that Carlos Rodon will start the series opener against the Blue Jays, which is a silver lining, but the rest of the rotation is on shaky ground. Will Warren is lined up next, and Marcus Stroman will likely follow. As for Fried, no guarantees, though he's optimistic. The blister issue may sound minor to some, but for a pitcher like Fried, it's career-affecting if not handled right. He's battled similar problems before, and he's smart to take a cautious approach, especially when the team is relying on him for a postseason push. Let's not forget, Fried is no stranger to high-pressure situations. He helped lead the Braves to a World Series title in 2021, and he's built for October baseball. But for now, his job is to heal, strengthen that throwing finger, and get back on the mound without risking another flare-up. And here's the kicker. With Luis Gil, Ryan Yarbrough, and Garrett Cole still on the injured list, and Stroman potentially walking in free agency, the pressure on Fried isn't just about this season, it's about anchoring the future. So Yankees Nation, should the Yankees consider another starter at the trade deadline if Fried's blister lingers? Or do you trust Warren, Schlittler, and the current rotation to hold it down until everyone's healthy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We read every single one. And there you have it. Yankees Nation, 3 major updates that every fan needed to know just hours after they broke. From the front office chasing a new ace in Mitch Keller, to a bullpen disaster in Atlanta, to Max Fried's ongoing battle with a blister, it's clear that this Yankees squad is at a crossroads. Now more than ever, the team and the fans need to stay locked in. The second half is here, and the margin for error is non-existent. But if there's one thing we've learned about this team, they fight, they adjust, and they're never out of the hunt. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a breaking Yankees update. And hey, share this video with your fellow pinstripe fans. Let's grow the New York Yankees News Network family together. Until next time, keep the faith, wear those pinstripes proud, and let's go, Yankees!